What's up, everybody? It's Steve with I Live Plants. Yo, it's been a long time, right? It's been a minute, right? Since y'all see me. Do y'all even remember who I am? It's Steve with I Live Plants. Back again with another video, you guys. First of all, let me thank you for tuning in. Appreciate y'all, as you know. And here's another thing. I hope that you guys are catching Cultivation Corners podcast. You guys do know that I'm doing a podcast with Janae Simone and Richie from Grofos, and we are in the midst of our second season right now, you guys. So please, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, Cultivation Corner, subscribe to the channel, Cultivation Corner. I'll put a link in the description below, all right? Listen, here's the deal. I got some troublemakers here, similar to how alocasias are troublemakers for me, and calatheas. I'll never get a calathea again in my life. It's not going to happen. And I am trying not to dislike anthuriums right now, but I'm almost there. I have a stand, my Anthurium stand right here next to me with Queen of Hearts. I have a pop, a line, a pop. Okay, I have a Crystallinum, a King Veitchii, and a Clarinervium. Listen, don't school me on these names. Clarinervium, whatever. You get what I'm saying. I'll put the names up on the screen. Don't come for me with my pronunciation. They're hard to say. Anyway, not only are the plants hard to say, but they are actually really, really hard for me to take care of, and I'm having a hell of a time trying to keep my leaves from crisping and browning and all that good stuff. So follow me on this journey because I'm going to try to save a couple of them, all right, today by placing them in a self-watering container because I think a lot of the times I'm not being consistent enough with the watering. So I think that that might have an issue or be an issue. So follow me along because I'm going to repot a couple of these things in some self-watering containers with pond. All right. And yeah, get ready to take this journey with these anthuriums with me. All right, you guys, so let me do this. I'm going to give you a little bit of background about anthuriums. I mean, for the most part, these love to be consistently watered and with moist soil. All right, for the exception of my pop. Okay, my Anthurium pap is in a self-watering container filled with leca, and literally that's what I'm going to do with some of these that are already in pond. I'm going to put them in a self-watering container. Now, they like to be consistently moist, most of them, and they love a lot of humidity. Okay, so that's one thing that I know that I suffer with in this location. The air here is extremely dry. You guys, I'm not sure if you have been aware of the weather here in Texas, but it has been crazy lately. Okay, between the heat being on, between the AC being on some days, my room temperature here is fluctuates a lot, and also it's very dry because this is central air. This is not steam heat like you would get in New York or in the East Coast. All right, doesn't come up from radiators, come up from central air, and my plants are suffering. So I have in my hand my Queen of Hearts, you guys. This is a Resabeth, and she I just don't know what to say about her. All right. I paid a grip, first of all. This plant was 68 bucks and it looked great in Peter's planters. It looked great in the nursery. But as soon as I got this plant home, it started failing. And as you can see, browning tips, all of that stuff from inconsistent watering. It could possibly have a fungus infection, maybe a copper fungus or something like that. Or anyway, it's struggling. I do have new growth. All right, so I have two new stems coming up which hopefully will sprout into some healthy leaves. So, what I am actually going to do today is tell you that I have actually moved these plants in my plant room surrounded by a bunch of other plants who hopefully would give off humidity just by being close together. But I also have a humidifier in there to see if I can supplement some of the humidity. All right. These plants, like I said before, love high humidity and they also like bright indirect light. So I have an east facing window. They get amazing light during the day. And I also recently purchased a Soltech light. So they get indirect light from that because it's on about 8 hours out the day. And so hopefully they'll respond to this. I already put in my cart and it is coming tomorrow, some fungicide, see if I could just spray these things down and see if that takes care of it. But I mean, like, look at my King Veitchii, you guys, like crispy leaves. I can't take it. I can't take it. And literally, I really want to cut this thing down to the bottom and kind of start over because I am getting a new growth here. So that's fun. You know what I'm saying? But the question is, how long does it last? That's my problem. Okay, so listen, here's the thing. I think I know what to do with these, okay? Provided with bright indirect light, make sure that I'm staying on top of the watering. So for two of these plants, my Queen of Hearts and my King Veitchii, they're gonna be in soil. I don't have pond to put them in yet, but I will be transferring those two into pond as well. I've heard great things about Anthuriums being successfully grown in pond. I have my, I think you call this a crystallinum in pond right now, but it's not in a self-watering container. I'm actually going to do that in a second. And I also have my Clarinervium, I think I got that right this time, also in pond, but I'm gonna put them in self-watering containers. So join me, you guys. Let's see if this thing works. Please let this thing work. I don't want to hate these. Okay, I'm telling you right now, I don't want to hate these. So let's get these transferred over. Let's get two of them transferred over. Okay, y'all, so here we go. So I got a base layer of LECA pebbles, clay pebbles here that I had already rinsed off and put at the base because there are drainage holes here. And of course, when you're doing a self-watering container, you want like a strip of thread down at the base of the pot so that that's where sort of like the water is kind of seeping up and going into your substrate. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna work on this. Which one is this? This is the Clarinervium, or whatever it is. Okay, at this point, and we're gonna put this in self-watering container. I'm gonna use the same pond, you guys, because guess what? Pond can be reused. It's not like soil that you gotta dump out and start fresh. Pond can actually be reused. So we're gonna use the same old pond mix, okay? Because we're going to take a look at these roots and they appear to look really, really healthy and thick. Like, look at that. It is not the roots, you guys. These roots look beautiful. Okay, I'm impressed. They look good. All right, so look, I'm going to actually stick it in here right now and just use this self-watering pot here, and hopefully this does the trick, you guys, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to hate Anthuriums. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to fall in love with these guys. I'm trying to, get more. You know what I'm saying? But I have to have the right conditions. Okay, and right now what is given is not the right conditions, but this looks really, really good. It's super duper easy, super duper clean, right? And I'm actually going to do the same thing with this crystallinum, and we'll see what this does. Let's just make this a little bit straighter. All right, I think that's good enough. That's good enough, you guys. So let's see what this does. I'm going to definitely give you all updates in the future about what these plants are given. But at the end of the day, they're on the struggle bus right now. And here's another one. Wow, look at how healthy these roots look, guys. So it's not me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is gorgeous, strong, healthy roots. All right, let's put it up in here, in this one. And you guys say a nice prayer, for these guys, because again, they're gorgeous plants. I love non-flowering anthuriums. It's something about them that just sets me off. And I just want to do right by them. So hopefully this does right by them, and we are good to go. But I think that's good enough for both of these plants now. And what I can do for all of my viewers is definitely give you an update in the next, let's say, 2 to 3 months to show you if they're responding, if the new growth is flourishing. And yeah, I'm not giving up on them yet. All right, so you guys, I'm gonna water these things real quick from the top. As you can see, there's a water reservoir down here at the bottom. Just gonna make sure I give it enough water that the reservoir is actually being filled up. And it is. It looks good. All right, so that's fine. Let's do the same thing for this one. Actually, I'm gonna lift it up and do it like that. And boom. So this one is good as well. And you all, I actually think that I have enough Pon LECA mix to maybe get my Queen of Hearts in one. Y'all want to join me for that? All right, so you guys, I think I'm actually going to transfer my King Veitchii into the remaining Pon LECA construct that I got going on the substrate. But what I first need to do is make sure that I take it out, of here. All right, and look at this. Roots look fantastic. I mean, the roots look great, you all. But I got to make sure that I get a lot of this soil out from in between the roots. So I'm gonna go and run to the sink real quick. Make sure that I try to catch as much of this with the drain as possible, and so I don't clog up my sink. But yeah, look at this, healthy roots, you guys. So I'm not even worried about that. All right, I'll be right back with some clean roots in a second. All right, be right back. All right, I got as much as the dirt off that I could. Any slight evidence of root rot I'm getting rid of. So anytime I see anything like black or dark brown, I'm cutting it off. But in any event, we are looking really, really healthy. As a matter of fact, what I just want to do is just, let me just get my peroxide spray. All right, just to sort of nip any sort of continuing rot in the bud. All right, I got my spray. Spray these down, and that should be good. This looks, I mean, the root system looks really, really good, you guys. It's a strong plant right here, you guys. And now I'm just gonna fill it up with the remaining Pon and LECA that I have. And this is going to be where my King Veitchii lives for now, until he grows out of his pot. Which will probably be soon, if he acts right. Yet, all right? So listen, you guys, if you like what you see, okay, and just the ease of transferring from one pond mix to the other, because that was easy, all right? Hit me up, let me know, okay? Give me a like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, do all the things, you guys. I'm back. I'm going to give you a house tour probably in my next video to show you all of these plants. I'm almost at 100, but I guarantee you by the time I do this house plant tour, I'll be there. All right. Thank you all for watching. I love y'all, and I hope that you guys are loving yourself. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.